Hi, my name is Dr. Frederick Edward Fabella, and I will be discussing the self, part 2, identity and time. So let's begin. Consider the question, who am I? To be able to answer this question requires an awareness of one's identity, but that identity did not come about automatically. How your identity came to be is not like choosing from a deck of cards. Your identity was not assigned to you. So let's talk a bit about identity formation. When someone asks, who are you? What is the first thing that comes to mind, or what is the first thing that you think about? Is it your name? But a name does not define a person. It is merely a designation to distinguish one person from others. It is the individual to whom the name refers that matters. And who is that individual? What contributed to that individual's uniqueness? So let us consider once more the question, who are you? This question has only three words that, if you truly attempt to answer, would not be an easy task. Let us focus on the word are. Did you notice that this word is in the present tense? So the question is actually like this: what is your identity in this current moment? The person asking the question is not interested about who you were. He is also not interested in who you might be in the future. So why ask this in the present tense? Because the question assumes that you change as time passes. Okay, so there are events happening around you all the time. They happen constantly, and some events happen to you. But each event affects you. Every event changes you. Some changes are drastic, while some are hardly noticeable. But all these events and changes happen in the context of time. So, how do we perceive the flow of time? Your five senses perceive changes happening around you. You recognize these changes because you remember what used to be. Okay, so let's consider the flow of time. So you have the present, the past, and the future. So, in the context of changes and events, we can see or define the present as events that are changing you, while we can look at the past as events that have changed you, while we can look at the future as events that have yet to change you. Okay, so what is the relationship between time and you? Again, let's look at the flow of time. How does the past affect you? It affects you in the form of your memories as well as learning, whether from formal schooling or from your experiences. But how does the future affect you? It affects you in terms of your future goals as well as your expectations. So now we can see that not just the present, but also the past and the future have something to do with who you are. Okay, so knowing all this, we can actually come up with a uh, definition or combination of the past, present, and future in defining who you are. Okay, so we can say that your current self is therefore your past experiences combined with your current involvements and your view of the future. Okay, so that ends my discussion on identity and time. Thank you very much.